So, hi and welcome to this episode of 50/50 Dillback. I have lost my intro video and I'm putting this together on a different machine. So, it's all going to be new. Okay, it's all in segments, it's all over the place, it's overdue and late, and I'm missing Mary Kate. So, you'll see what happens in past recordings, and I'll see you again soon. Hi and welcome to the next episode of 50/50 Dillback. Today I am alone. I'm missing Mary Kate. She has been away and on her holiday, so we'll check in with her again on the next episode. I have one FO and loads of works in progress. My FO I'm very happy with. It is my next Christmas present for Christmas in July, Cal, hosted by Bad Wolf Girls Sits and Knits. And this is a Princess Leia hat. I think it's brilliant. So it's a beanie. And I like the burgundy. It's a beanie that has plaits. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's very straightforward. I made the beanie and measured out one of the plaits on the side, and then it took me forever to put them together, but when I did it, it was totally straightforward. Procrastinating galore, don't know why, but done. Happy. That is 2 down for Christmas. Happy days. So the next, I have a big pile of mess. Right, I'm just going to go with the easiest ones first. I've been making more chicks for the Scouts. This is a maroon and blue. I'm not sure if it'll come white or blue. It's definitely blue. And these are our Scout colours, our neckerchief. So I was bored doing all of the single colour ones, so I started doing stripes to keep me occupied, but I have a big pile of them, so that will be chipping on throughout the year because they're for next Easter. So we're on the 17th of July, so lots of time, lots to do, big pile. But I've made a lot of progress on this. This is my Margaret Dashwood shawl, and it is halfway there. It's really long. This is it. Oh, that's the back. Right, here we go. So it's absolutely stunning, and I ran out of wool, so it's going to be a wrap, and it's very, very long. But I'm about halfway through, so I've got to pretty much the maximum, and now I'm just going to have to decrease so that it'll get back to the thinness of the beginning. But I ran out of the wool, so I picked this up. It's just a lilac colour, it's acrylic, and I went to the shop at the weekend to buy, that's 2 balls of wool, to buy 2 more to finish it off. They didn't have the colour, so that is going to be on a hiatus for the moment because I don't have the wool to continue it. But I was getting there. I've done a good bit. Very straightforward. I think it looks very pretty. And it's from one of the books I got for Christmas from my hubby. It's the second item I've knitted from the books. Okay. The next thing I have is my scrappy blanket from, I have to find everything. Oh, find the things. Right. This is now my magic ball. It has shrunk because this has got bigger. So there's the front. You can see last time I was there at that marker in the pink. And now it's all the way there. So I don't think it's big enough yet to... I could actually stop there and use it as a shawl, but I want a blanket. So it's not big enough yet. We'll keep going. And this one, because I have been quite tired, and I found that it's really handy just to pull out the hook and go, because you don't have to think. It's great. That's how tired I've been. Anyway, so that's that. I've lost one. Anyway, I have two more to show you. It's going to be a very quick episode because I've no chatting. And this is... my hair's down. My shawl for myself. It is Cinderella from Eve Chamber Yarns. She's an indie dyer based in County Cork in Skull, and this is called Cinderella, and you can see it's absolutely stunning. There's bits of grey in there because she said Cinderella has to have grey for the ashes. This is the ball caked up. That's quite accurate actually. It's lovely. It's really nice. And I got some Addy needles. It's the longest wire I could get on the internet. Very cheap. They're only about €4, which is great. And I'm not very far in, but it's a crescent shape, and I'm really happy with it. And I'm really hoping I can take these on the airplane. Then I have one more one to show you, so let me grab it. Hang on. Dead space. This is... oh, right side. Left side. This is a scarf for my little man. And I think I'm just about to get into the... I've got two more colours and then it'll repeat again. I did put in some moss stitch, you can see it there, but I think the texture gets lost because the colour is so busy already, so I'm not going to bother doing anything else. I'll do moss stitch to match at the end before I cast off, and that'll be that. So that's not long enough yet. It's only not even a cowl. So I asked him if he wanted a cowl, and he said no, he wants a scarf, and he likes the colours. He generally goes for rainbow, but I was looking for something a little bit muted because his skin colouring is so pale that rainbow kind of, you can't even see him, he gets lost. But this will be gorgeous on him because he has red hair and blue eyes. There you go, that's that. So how are you? Where have I been? Crazy. It's mad. Life has been a roller coaster. And I am shortly going on my Holly holidays to America, and I'm going to see my sister, and I'm going to put in a video of me doing stuff with her on this episode. So even though I think we were supposed to podcast in May and it's now the middle of July, it'll probably be the middle of August before the podcast goes up. So hopefully I'll have more progress. Anyway, maybe I could do a mini one. Time will tell. Anyway, that is an update on what I'm working on. I have been busy, especially with this one. Oh, and I went to Woolen, and I'm not prepared. I didn't bring any of the other wools I got. I got Babel's Travelling Yarn wool. Very excited. Met Grace in the flesh, and James. Hi. And that was great fun. I really enjoyed it. And they're doing it again next year, and I will go again next year. And I will enjoy it next year. It was really good. It was well organised. I wanted to get a gauge, a needle gauge, and I found them, but they were quite expensive. Now, they were stunning. They were made from teak or mahogany or something. They're very posh. I just wanted something cheap. So I got one online. But I spent all my money on wool. And I got a couple of other bits. And that's the only one I've cast on. So I'm gonna do this. I'm doing this for me, and I'm loving it. So I'll keep going. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you soon. Whatever comes next is a surprise. Bye. So, welcome to Dillback on location. Today we are in Spokane, Washington, USA, and I have my special guest star, Lainey. Say hi, Lainey.
Hello. Sisters.
Do we look alike? No.
I'm the nice one.
A little bit. I'm the younger one.
That's so true.
So mean.
Yeah.
So, since I came over here on my holidays, I have been working on a hat. So it needs to be a little bit sewed up, and a bobble on the top, but it's who's the team? Seahawks.
Yep. Go
So,
Seahawks.
It's got the lime green and the grey, and what I'll do is on the pom-pom, I'll put mostly lime green and grey and a little bit of navy, just so it has more colour. So,
And she made that in a couple of days while on holidays.
yeah, this is more
Pretty
for my
impressive.
very special, very godson.
Pretty awesome. You're
Yeah.
talented
Yeah,
lady.
he likes it, so that's the main thing. And it fits.
It does.
Has been tested.
Big heads.
Yeah. So, what have you been making?
Well, Jill, what I was going over with Jill and talking to her about was this fabulous magazine that I absolutely love.
Joe?
It has tons of recipes. It's my favorite magazine.
Willow and Sage.
Only out 4 times a year.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that.
Yeah, but worth it because it gives you just ideas on how to make lotions, masks, lip balms, bath bombs, and then from knowing the basic recipes, you can go ahead and like figure out your own recipes.
Yeah,
Really.
adjust it and tweak
Yeah.
it for what your preferences
Yeah,
are.
which is kind of fun to do.
And
And
we did.
We did. So what we did was we went on to Amazon. Well, previously I'd gone on to Amazon and I'd had the stuff around the house,
As you do.
as one does, and bought these lovely little tins.
They're really nice.
So you can make your lip balm salve, which also works when you have really dry skin to help out.
Like my leprosy.
Yeah, and considering the temperature over here.
Do you know what they hold? How much?
No. Probably should. That's
That
the one
much.
I don't think.
Loads.
Yeah.
It's actually a good
loads.
bit.
Yeah, it really is. And it took like 5 minutes to make, didn't it?
It was very quick.
Yeah. And we also made it in stick form.
Like chapstick,
Yeah,
is it?
like chapstick
Yeah.
form. So
Now,
you can.
we did tweak the recipe a little bit.
Yes,
we
we
didn't
did.
add the colour to make it more
Red.
unisex friendly. And
And we have some kids with some dry eczema, so this actually works really great for the eczema. Helps moisturize the whole skin.
Yep.
For
because there's vitamin E oil, isn't there?
Yep.
Um,
See if you can
coconut.
remember.
Yes, see if I can remember. Vitamin E, coconut oil,
Correct.
almond oil,
Big
grapefruit,
ingredient. What do you call it? Essential oil.
Essential oil, yeah.
Main ingredient.
Beeswax.
There you go.
Wax.
Wax.
And something
No,
else?
I think that's
I
it.
think that's everything.
Yeah.
And basically we put it in a pot and melted it. And the tricky bit was keeping it melted.
Yeah. And then poured it into said tins.
Now, it was supposed to be 6 to 8 of these.
Yeah.
So that means that they're
probably
holding an awful
3.
lot because we only have those 3 things out of it. And we did a dry run. We were going to do a live action, but I think we ran out of time
And there's too many kids.
because we're having too much fun.
So true.
Coffee.
That's true. Good coffee today.
Yes.
Best coffee.
And I have explored with my coffee, experimented, tried new things.
Even tried sushi today.
Yeah, and it was actually nice.
Yeah. That's
I
the
don't know if
first.
I'd want a full meal though.
Oh yes. Sushi is good.
So that's an update on what I've been doing on my holidays.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we went camping
She tried to kill me with the
for a
sun.
day.
She turned the sun on.
Full blast.
Didn't do it well.
98 degrees Fahrenheit, about 36, 37 degrees Celsius. It was great.
Well, I've got a colour. Look.
Tan.
Oh, tan line.
Tan.
Tan line.
And you're
Definitely.
doing better in the heat now, so you adapt somewhat.
Yeah, I'll be
Some.
fine by the time I'm flying home.
You'll be fully adapted
No.
and you'll think it's freezing.
Probably.
Yeah, no shorts for you when you go back. No.
But it was great to be over because this is our first time in your new house.
Yep.
It's the first time my hubby and son have been over because I usually come without them. So that's brilliant for them to see.
And the cousins got to hang out and play, which was a lot of fun.
And we more family that came over, and that was more kids to play with and more adults to play with.
And we had, we ate, we drank,
And we were merry.
and we were very, yeah.
That's
Kids
what it's
running
about.
around outside around the little fire pit,
And
watching films. And
chickens.
being one with the chicken.
She has chickens. How many chickens?
We have 11 chickens.
What type of chicken?
Well, we have Diana Ross and the Supremes, which are an Americana and a, I can't remember. And then we
Supreme.
have, I can't remember what the
Supreme type.
Supremes are.
Yes.
Oh, Bardrocks. And then we have 2 Buff Orpingtons, 2 Speckled Sussex, 1, I can't remember what Gertrude is, but Gertrude, Diana Ross. Diana Ross is my favourite.
Diva.
Nugget.
Nugget is the name of one of
Yeah,
them?
one of the orange ones. Nugget. And Chick Norris.
Yes. And Hen Solo.
Hen Solo and Princess Leia.
Nice.
We have a chicken theme. Chickens.
You have a Star Wars themed chicken.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I was a little bit nervous of holding the chickens.
Very nervous. Because our mom is
As you-
slightly
Mary Kate.
afraid.
Hi, Mary Kate.
Hi, Mom. Is slightly afraid of birds.
Full stop.
Slightly. That would be a little understatement. She's completely terrified of anything feathered.
But I was a little bit nervous, but I knew I'd do it. But I was
Yeah.
still a little bit nervous. But they are so much fun. And when they walk, it's really funny.
And they have little personalities. They really have little personalities. You get to know.
The crazy ones.
Yeah, yeah. And they're funny to watch.
They're really funny.
Yeah.
They're really fun. The way they walk and run. I
And
like
who
the
knew
penguins.
a-
It's
who knew
hilarious.
the pecking order was actually a real thing? Because I didn't.
They pecked from my hand. I put food in my hand and they pecked out of my hand. That was really cool.
She even held one.
Mm.
She's brave like that.
And my son is loving
Oh, yes.
them. There's possibly chickens in my future.
He asks his Funkle to go out with him every day to feed them.
Yeah.
Him and Funkle.
That's their thing.
Yeah.
They do chicken.
Bonding. It's a bond.
It's really
They
sweet.
bonded over birds.
Yeah. It's very sweet though. To
Yeah,
see
it
them
is.
together doing it.
It is.
It's lovely.
And then they collect the eggs.
Yes. And you get green eggs.
Yes. Where Diana
want
Ross
green
has
eggs
a
and
green
ham.
egg.
Just to have them. Be hilarious.
Really would be.
You have to do that.
I need to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be fun. Fun times were had by all.
And a giant dog. And a regular dog.
A fun size.
Well, no regular. She's
Yeah.
Labrador. That's big enough.
Yeah.
But the giant dog is a
He is a Newfoundland puppy. And he is almost 10 months old.
giant.
And we think about 160 pounds, but we're not sure because he's too heavy.
Okay, I'm 5'8" and he's up to my hip.
His shoulders or his head?
Don't know. His body.
Yeah. He's
His
really
head
a
be
hairy
higher,
carpet.
probably.
He really
He's
is a hairy carpet, though.
But he's so mellow. He's really chilled. Kind of personality-wise, he's really relaxed and nice and friendly. He's just a giant.
Giant love puppy.
It's gas.
She wants a puppy. She's in denial. She wants a Clyde puppy.
I
Pretty sure you do.
don't have the space.
I'm pretty sure you do.
I really don't have the space.
Bit of floor. That's all he needs.
I don't have the space.
Although he did lock himself in the bathroom.
As you do.
As one does. I don't know how he locked himself in the bathroom, but he locked himself in the bathroom.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happened.
No.
That's funny.
And we have a rule, toilet seat down,
Yes, because he will drink toilet water.
which is pretty gross.
But it's clean water, but still gross because of where it is.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
We have to break that habit pretty pronto.
But he is in training. He's going to be a service dog, and he's doing great.
Well, therapy dog.
Yeah.
Bit of a difference.
Okay.
Not used for seeing eye dogs, but taking him to hospitals so patients can hug him and pet him and de-stress.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shenanigans.
So we'll have to get an update on how he gets on, because he's a bit young yet, isn't he? He has to go through.
He has to be tested first.
See if he's suitable.
Yeah. Oh, I think he'll do fine. He likes to be hugged and
I
pet.
hope so.
Yeah.
Because he's great. He's really great.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he swims.
And yes, he likes to swim. So we better ring off, and as previously advised, this video will be up whenever I get a chance to put it up. And we will probably have snippets of time, but working on this. Oh, we went to a yarn shop called.
We went to two.
We went to two. The first one was called Paradise Fibres.
Oh,
And
I'm
this-
surprised because I have lived here for how long? 13 years. Never went into that shop. It doesn't look very big and it doesn't look very nice on the outside. And
It
then you
is.
go in
Very
and it
big
is
and
like,
very nice.
wow. I don't knit. I don't crochet.
Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with it.
But this shop was fantastic.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could see, and I'm trying to explain, you know, when people kind of go, when yarn shopping, and it was so exciting. I was like, they don't get it. It's the colours. It's the way people put things together. It's the touch, the feel of it. You have to squish it.
Yes.
Squishing is
Or
very nice.
bash it like she told us.
Yes, bashy, bashy.
Who knew?
So I've only gone down the rabbit hole of the hand-dyed indie yarns, and I
Is
got
that
some
indie? What does that sound?
independent dyers. Like, wouldn't be a big corporation.
Okay.
Would be
So they
kind of-
just like do it in the bathtub
Yeah,
or
do it at
in
home.
their thing?
Yeah, or some might have like the basement set up, or
Okay.
and they'll do it and they'll sell it.
So
but
they buy the yarn,
they
or
buy
do they
it-
wheel the yarn themselves?
Usually they buy it undyed
Okay.
and then they dye it, but a lot of them. Oh my god, they're amazing.
The names is what got
The
me. What
names
was
are
that?
great.
Fairy and the Pixie or something? It was brilliant.
Pixie and the Fairies, I think.
Yeah, something
Which
like
is
the
fun.
names
Yeah,
were
that was the name
fantastic.
of the company, but I'll show it later. Insert picture. I can't do that yet. I don't know. I'll put it after this clip. I can do that. But
you really?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I'll show you later.
Okay.
The colours, right? So some of them will make, for example, if somebody likes Harry Potter
Wonder who that is.
You might get like a Mrs. Weasley colour, you know, or a Ron or Hermione or a Gryffindor. And there's all these different things, and some of the girls were doing dyes for what's that? The Gilmore Girls, and to be one to be. So there's one company called
Suki. She was my favourite.
Suki's brilliant.
Yeah.
But the Kurt, hilarious. And you know, just the different characters and kind of what they'd do. And one of them was called Smells Like Snow. Like brilliant. And then you're kind of going for the colour. Rather than that's something I'd wear, you're going that's something that represents something I really enjoy. You know, and you want to wrap yourself up in Gilmore Girls or wrap yourself up in Harry Potter as a comfort. It's brilliant.
I'm just really surprised at the amount of wool and texture and
Variety.
colours and animals. I mean, I really fell in love with that alpaca one. What was the other shop we went to? Do you remember?
The Hook in the Nook or something like that. It was only brand new.
The needle and the hook, or the nook and the...
It was something definitely Hook and a Nook were in the.
Such a nice lady.
Yeah.
Took time to explain. We actually touched wool from an alpaca, and then we found out what alpaca it was and saw pictures of that specific alpaca.
That was really cool. And they were.
And they're all local.
They were local.
Which is pretty amazing when you think about it.
Like, for example, we went to the off license, what do you call it, liquor store.
Yeah.
And my hubby went and talked to one of the experts and said, I want to have a wine that's produced in Washington. I'm in America, yeah. I'm in America and I want to taste something that's from here. Sorry.
Wasps.
So he did. And I'm doing the same with the yarn.
Easy to ship back though, because they're pretty light.
I'm not shipping them back. Oh,
Well,
with me,
you're
Peg, with me.
Yeah, you're
Yes,
not
sorry.
leaving them here. That'd be a bit of a waste, wouldn't it?
Sorry, I thought you meant send them back to the shop. I said, there you go.
No, I mean for your suitcase. You'd
Yes.
fill it up on yarn and it
Yes.
wouldn't be overweight. It wouldn't be heavy
Exactly.
for the suitcases.
Oh, and I got sock blockers. You know what that means?
More socks.
Just start
And
making
guess
socks.
what?
I've only made 2 pairs.
It gets very cold. Washington. During the winter. Very
Not cold now.
Like snow. Lots and lots
It's
of
not
snow.
cold now.
No, it's not cold. It's tropical now. I have friends that I'm like, this is a tropical place, and they're like, no, it isn't. Yeah, it
I
kind
brought
of
my
is.
Harry Potter jumper.
The one I got
I haven't worn
you. It does normally drop at night. It is very hot. Very hot. It was 100 when we were in the car.
it. Doesn't
today.
drop at night.
It does drop at night.
Not enough for a jumper.
Pantalones? Jeans? No.
I'm wearing a dress.
And
With
she
my
looks
legs
very
out.
pretty.
It's weird. Weird.
You would blend into Washington. You should move into Washington.
Might have a slight issue with a green card.
Everyone's doing it.
Anyway. Yeah. No,
Just
next
kidding.
time you see me, I'll be home because we're going on Sunday and today is Tuesday.
Only if I take you to the airport.
We have a rental car.
Yeah, but I have to take you to get the rental car. I might not.
Let's see.
Kidnapped. Have
That
a
would
Mary
be
Kate
terrible.
like that.
She wouldn't be happy.
She wouldn't be happy, but she'd be over here.
She'd
pretty
probably
quick,
get a
wouldn't
ticket
she?
pretty fast.
Yeah,
And
I
then there'd
think
be
so.
3 heads. It'd be great.
Yeah,
Mm.
trouble. I don't think the world is ready for 3 of us. None at once.
2's enough.
Double trouble.
Well, she's going to be coming over on holidays soon, in September, hopefully. So
Yeah.
so she could record something with you, and we could stick it on.
We could do that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, you have to tell me how.
Just
Tell me how to
record
do
an
it.
email.
I'll do that.
Are you on? You ready? You want to see more of this face?
Maybe not.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
We'll make something else.
Yeah.
What do you want?
You need to make bath bombs so I can teach my beavers.
Oh, like plain bath bombs?
Yeah.
And
So
then-
we can put. We got yeah, tangent. We got
Squirrel.
we got a thing in the shop for kids, and it was a dinosaur, and essentially
It was
when
an egg.
Yeah, with
It was a
dinosaur
little
inside.
egg, and you unwrap the wrapper, and then you put the egg into water, and then it goes all fizzy,
and dissolves.
and they pull out a little dinosaur. Well, somebody is a beaver leader and has to come up with ideas for
Said
the
beavers.
little beavers to do. So, bath bomb.
Somebody says it's really easy to make a bath bomb.
really easy, super easy. So, okay, we'll do bath bombs.
That
We'll
might
do
be-
flavour, and then you just take out the flavour.
and
The smell.
fragrance.
Sorry, I say flavour. But yes,
Flavors if you eat it.
don't eat it. It's not good for you.
Don't eat it, beavers. The other thing is then that you could. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it later. But it should be fun.
Yes.
Okay.
Please add to
Are
any
you on?
comments if you have any ideas.
You on?
Come on.
Promise?
Oh, she's not.
On?
Pinky.
Sorry, I was scratching my bites.
Mosquitoes.
Yes. They've only started.
Rub your hand through the citronella and rub it on your arm. Ward off mosquitoes. You love them.
No,
They love you.
they do.
They
Yep.
do.
Unrequited love. Okay, so check in soon and you'll see. I'll get a pom-pom on this. I have to put it on my Ravelry page actually.
What's
I'm
Ravelry page?
Predator 12. 12 means something for Seahawk.
There's 11 players on the field, and they say the 12th player is
This
the fans.
So anyway, the
What's Ravelry Club? Say it.
Ravelry.
So you have not had any alcohol. Say it again.
Ravelry.
Say it 3 times.
Ravelry.
Okay, what is it?
No alcohol yet today. It's an online forum where you can get patterns and knitting, crochet, all the yarny type of stuff. And I have a page where I take photographs of all the products that I do, and I can refer back to them. It's really cool.
Oh, you should put that link up. That way I can look at it and I'll know where to go see all the stuff you did. Can
Oh.
you do that? Or is that complicated?
I give it a go.
Oh. Technology.
Technical challenge.
Yes. Wizards. Not really.
Yeah, no, we have our own wizard.
Yes.
But we better go because it's starting to get dark. Look.
Oh, yeah, we're going to watch a movie.
Yes, Tanya and Marie.
Reviews coming up.
It's hilarious.
Just look. I like that actress. That's that Margot. What's her face? That
Yeah, she's good. She's
really good.
She was in the one with the hair.
She was in. I don't know what the one with the hair
Squad,
is.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad. Yeah,
With
she
the
was
hair.
brilliant in that.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
I've
I've seen her being in. She's been in a lot of things.
She has. She's very talented.
She's Australian, I think.
Funniest thing on Graham Norton with her.
Hilarious.
Did you see the one?
Which one?
She was on Graham Norton, and she is really funny. She's from Australia, and
Mm.
she said she was a little brat on the computer in Australia. And her mom was like, "Hey, can you come help me?" Because it's common that snakes come in the house. And she was like, "No, whatever," being a little brat. And then she didn't hear anything from her mom for like 30 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. And she went
Oh.
out to check on her, and there was a massive snake wrapped around her neck.
Really?
Yes, so she watch Graham Norton. It is how she puts it is hilarious. Like,
She's funny.
she is very
I
funny.
like her. It's good to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, we're gonna
Smooches.
say ciao. Bye bye. Hi again. Okay, so I didn't want you to go on this haphazard episode without me showing you my beautiful things. So just so you know, this is what I got in woolen, as well as the Cinderella colourway that you saw in the shawl. Oh, so nice, so nice. This one is Giddy Ant Yarns, and it's called the Town of Halloween. I love it. Look at the colours. Nice. This one is by Eve Chambers. It's called Swamp Thing. And there's lovely browns and flecks in there, so I'm looking forward to knitting that up. And for another shawl, which I'm planning on in the future, I got these from Grace. I met Grace and James. They are so tall in real life. Really tall. Like, enormous. Fabulous. Such nice people. And I wanted to put these, it's getting a bit blown out colour wise. There we go. So those colours together. Anyway, we'll see what it's like. So that's my plan. Oh, one last thing. In the States, I got a bit of sparkle. Can't see the sparkle. There's sparkle in there. I got alpaca, which I've never used before. And I got this Yarn Fairy and the Pixies, which is really cute. It's a teal green. And a unicorn tail. So cute. So, I do not know when I will be back. I'm sure I'll be back soon enough. And we have requested Mary Kate and Lainey to do a segment for the next one. I look forward to that. And keep knitting and see you soon.